Huntsmen will kick off to Alien to start this game. This kick will go out to the left side to Jerbear, who will take it right and take it out to the 30-yard line, where Alien will start the game with the ball. Luke, a quarterback that is very polarizing in some people's minds, though I think he's pretty talented. I think he has a game to potentially show his talents. Jig Polo J Thunder out wide as he starts the game off with a run. Middle left, ends up shooting middle right. Gets tackled on the play by Ulysses. And Tyrone Jerbear Loba online as he will look for another run against the 2-5. Actually actively slide dives into Ulysses, by the way. Probably could have picked up the first there, but ends up getting 2 yards. Finds 3rd and 1. This time Jaeger shooting the gap instantaneously, stopping the play for a 0-yard carry, and we are already on a 4th down situation here for Alien after 3 runs. Do you target the run again? I don't see why not. I think he had it, but finds Polo on the drag. Good old ship and drag, and Polo somehow not getting tackled because Jaeger did not want to dive. Polo J, after a 9-yard reception, takes it 34 yards and provides an Alien first down. And Luke stepping up to the line to fake run, and then throwing that little, like, 5-yard comeback or so is a staple of the Luke offense. For anyone who knows, roll to the short side, throw that comeback, and hope your receiver can yak for the first down. Luke finding another run lane, this time for 5 yards, tackled once more by Jaeger. And 2nd and 5 from the 11. Alien already having a drive in the red zone, first drive of the game. Finding another run is Luke, gets a first down and 9 yards. So close to the touchdown, just 2 yards away. No reason to stray from the run in their minds as we see the 4-3 formation, which is low-key starting to take over the league, come out here, and they don't care. UFO does not care. They take it outside the left. The blocks are sealed. No safety out there to stop the outside run, and that will be an Alien touchdown. And that is a gap in 4-3 being abused right before your eyes, as Aliens score on their first possession of the game from the legs of Luke with a couple dink and dunk passes with Yak in there. Very safe play. No deep plays, no 50s. And a conservative drive ends up paying off for them as Jaeger taking this kick return out to the 37, where he will start his drive. And Jaeger is an interesting quarterback this season because you gotta wonder, he does occasionally show signs of rust, but he still has that potential to be great. And you wonder if he can realize it as he starts this game off with a run. Almost looked like he had a wide open gap for 10 plus, but Jerbear coming off the shield of Ulysses and somehow making that tackle for 6 yards, providing 2nd and 4 now for Huntsmen. The out and up pump fake. This one is going up to Destin. It is just over his head. And a thing Hunt likes to do is with that little 5-yard out route or so, Jaeger throws it all the time, high points it. He also pump fakes it to Destin, and if he gets leverage, he just chucks it. Run for 8 yards from Jaeger. Says a way they like to generate separation on their wide receivers. Usually it's the running back getting out, as Jaeger rolling right. Standing in the pocket now, throwing this one deep. And it is caught by Lou Drock. What a catch, what a throw. 42 yards. Like a diving 50 almost, if I can call it that. 1st and goal for Huntsman. Thunder is lagged out of the game, as it doesn't matter. Jaeger's going to run. I mean, I'm just going to put the keyboard down. I know we're going to see a pause. Yeah, I mean, Thunder is clearly not there. And is he back? Okay, never mind then. I guess he just, like, showed up again. And Jaeger looking for another run lane outside right. Tackled on the play by Polo J. Coming out of that safety spot, and 3rd and goal now. We are in 3-4. Will he run again? Yes, he does. Luke shoots the left gap. He lined up in the right and shot the left, which is interesting. I think it threw off Ulysses too, providing a stop. 4th and 1 4th and goal from the 1-yard line, and that is easy outside left touchdown run for Jaeger. I believe Tyrone slid inside, and Polo J is not out there at the safety position to compensate for it. Just gives Jaeger a free lane. Hard to cover so many lanes in the red zone. Hard to cover so much for 1 yard, so little. Gives Huntsmen a touchdown. We are tied at 7-7. Both these teams playing fairly safe, though. Jaeger's 2 passes were deep attempts. One for completion to Ludrock for 45 yards. As Luke on the kick return, taking it out to the 33-yard line. Where they will start their own drive. Luke rolling right out and corner combo here. Throwing this one up to Polo J, where it will be intercepted by Ludrock. Barely had any separation. Luke tried to hit him with what little he had on first down. Was not very safe. Made an aggressive play, and it does not pay off as Ludrock picks off. Huntsmen get the ball back, 1st and 10 now. Jaeger with a delayed run up the middle, and he has a lot of room now. Gains 20 yards on the rush. Taking it out to the 43-yard line. Hello, Rollstock. I love you too, buddy. 1st and 10. Bash onto... Okay. Comeback thrown here to the left to Gronk for 10 yards. Ulysses doing this weird thing. He picked up Jer Bear and insta-bashed him at a 2-5 on that play and slid back to help the backside tackle. Want to see how that develops throughout the game. 1st and 10 here. Jaeger rolling to the right, throwing that out. I was just talking about to Destin, but is a little more inside than outside. Allows Jig time to make the tackle. I love you too, Barry, as 2nd and 9 from the 46. Tyrone looking for the inside move on the stunt. Does not find it. Now Jaeger has all the time in the world to find an open run lane. 4 yards. Luke dropping back into coverage. Not playing QB spy or blitz. Is leaving that lane open after a delayed sell into the play. 3rd and 5 for Huntsmen now. Jaeger faking the run. Fratty is wide open. He is cooking. That's Fratty, baby. Touchdown, Huntsmen. 42 yards to Fratty Natty Daddy on the fake run. All of Alien bites on it, almost. And Jaeger executing that perfectly. Beautiful movement from Jaeger on the fake run to give Hunt a touchdown and put them up in this game. Points on the takeaway is going to be very important in this game. And points on the takeaway is what Hunt just did there after the interception from Ludrock, as Luke will receive the ball to get the kickoff as he takes it to the 30-yard line, lined up on the left hash. First and 10, rolling right, throws this comeback on the short side to Jig once again. This time for a gain of 6. 2nd and 4, back to your roots. No reason to get too over aggressive. Good on him for staying conservative. As Luke looking for a run lane now, and he does find it for 5 yards. The linemen for Alien are doing a pretty good job of opening gaps here late into the play, as Luke receiving massive pressure from Alto and Jaeger, but Alto and Jaeger both dive, actually. And is intercepted once again by Ludrock. Trying to hit the comeback to Thunder is Luke, and Ludrock, once again, the lockdown defender, evidently intercepts the ball on the comeback attempt, and Huntsmen will get the ball with amazing field position at their own 48. Jaeger looking for a run, and he has space once again. That hole is wide open, 14 yards. Have to do something about that inside run. Alien, wonder if Loba would be interested in backing up, because the space between him and Jer Bear is too much. Luke is nowhere to be found in that gap. That is 3 yards for Jaeger. See, he's rolling left here. And throwing this one out to Drew Lock, and Drew Lock, after making Polo J miss, finds the end zone for a touchdown. Huntsman once again. Ludrock looking like an absolute phenom in this game, taking the timeout just to kick the extra point. going for two habitually. And that is one for Vasquez to figure out, as an astounding field goal block from Alien takes place. Good job, fellas. That will I just give them the point. I mean, it's impossible to block PATs in this game, as Alien will start their drive, and the coverage is locked down. Luke wisely making the decision to throw it away. I would give the point if I was the officiating crew, because, I mean, you're just not going to block a PAT in this game. Luke rolling right, hitting Thunder on the out. Thunder sliding out of bounds after 7. And looks like Alien does agree to 21-7. 3rd and 3 for Alien. Fraddy on the inside cell working against Tyrone. Finds the sack onto Luke. Looks like he's relying on Jerbear to pick it up, but out of 3-4, Jerbear's not sliding out wide enough to get the inside. Now he does on this play, though. The chip from Polo J also coming in clutch. Throwing this one up on the post to Jig, where it is caught by Jig. What a play from Jig. Former lineman who is a very undervalued receiver for this Alien team. Does not get talked about enough. As Luke looking for a run. There is no gap. Tries to cut it back. Alto there immediately for the 1-yard loss. That was played beautifully by Huntsmen. 2nd and 11. For Alien. Loba sent on the line streak here. Yuli tries to dive immediately, ends up just giving a rollback. Loba's kind of wide open if he cuts to the post. I mean, like, okay, but like, you don't, I guess he doesn't want to throw those to Loba. And now he's just standing still. Yeah, this one's going out of bounds. Honestly, like, there was no one in the middle of the field deep, and if Loba just cut there, or if Luke threw it there, had Loba react, then it was easy. 3rd and 11 now. Luke rolling left. Another post to Jig. It is caught by Jig once again. 36 yards. Same leverage. Jig finding spot onto Destin. Jig is making money out of these posts. 1st and goal for Alien from the 5. Gain of 1 out to the right side on the run. 2nd and goal now. Luke slide dive. Doesn't have the angle, though. Gets stopped at the 1 by Alto again. You are from the 1-yard line, though. This should be easy to draw something up. And he does. Weird dive. He does, though. The hole is definitely open. Luke slide diving in for an Alien rushing touchdown. And they will kick the extra point. And it will be good. So, after a drive made up mostly of Jig on post routes, Alien scores a touchdown. And they will kick this one out to the middle, where Ulysses will take the kickoff. And Ulysses looking for room, and Ulysses might have some room. Gronk laying down a couple good blocks, and Ulysses taken out to the 41-yard line, where he will be stopped. And Huntsmen will start yet another drive. They have yet to be stopped on a drive, I believe. As facing some pressure, Jaeger getting taken down 18 yards in the backfield by Jerbear. Beautiful slide dive from Jerbear, using that new dive to the best of his advantage to make the tackle onto Jaeger. And this is a situation I feel like Jaeger does not thrive in here, where he has to deal with long down and distance. However, he finds a step-up lane to the line. Once again, Luke in coverage, allowing that to happen. Gains 9 yards, 3rd and 19. I am ready for Jaeger to prove me wrong, though. And Luke really just playing deep safety. Jaeger rolling right. Out to Locke is what Luke Rock is wide open. And he gains 15 yards on a 4-yard pass after, like, a slide. So, 4th and 4 now. Very makeable down and distance for this team, who I remember Jaeger excelling at short passes in particular. out and up to Gronk, does not bite. He just takes the run. Polo J and Jer Bear both miss their dives to tackle him short. That'll be a 4th down conversion for Huntsmen. Jaeger running for 6 yards. 1st and 10 now on the opposing side of the field. Jaeger rolling to the right, looking for Destin on the post. There is help over top by Thunder. Jig, however, already in better coverage, getting further downfield than Destin on that play anyways, so Jaeger really glad he overthrew it. Loba looking for an inside move. He does find it. Fratty does not quite hit the bash. I saw him get stuck on the hook of the shield. Loba breaking through for 12 yards and a sack onto Jaeger, so 3rd and 22 for Hunt once again. I said they weren't good at this conversion before. Can they prove me wrong? Here's a blitz from the outside from Polo J. That little running back blitz is just over Gronk's head, is intercepted by Thunder as Jaeger trying to target the comeback, trying to hit Gronk. Throws it over his head, either or Gronk sells. We're in bunch left here. Either way, intercepted from the 45. Looking for a run. For some reason, is like almost making it an effort to slide into Alto, which I feel like he could be approaching this a lot better. Like, I feel like he has the gap. Stepping up at the line and dropping back now and hitting Polo J on the out. A great block from Jig onto Destin, and Polo with some yards after catch. 5-yard check down for 24 yards. 36 seconds left in the half. Can they pick up a score here? It is looking likely, as Luke finding a run to the boundary and Fratty missing a dive. Luke takes it 8 yards. They've got plenty of time here to get into the end zone. 2nd and 2 as a run is found again, middle left. 4 or 5 yards. 24 seconds left on the clock. And fake the step up and rolling out again is Luke, hitting Polo J with a very nice pass for 10 yards. Right at the line to gain. We are 1st and goal here with 18 seconds left. Luke looking for another run. I don't know what their timeout situation is looking like, but he is calling hurry up to the line plays at this point. What the? Okay. Intercepted by Huntsmen as Luke looked like he faked a step up to the run, tried to hit Polo J on a slant here, but Destin is almost looked like the receiver there. Kind of looked like it was thrown directly at Destin. I don't know if it was a misinterpretation on a cut or anything. This one's just going to be a 50, and it is over Destin's head. Still got 1 second left in the half. That pick by Destin was... that happened too fast for me to react to what even happened, honestly. As Jaeger, final play of the half. Will he look for Yak? Yes, he will. To Lou Drock. And he does not find it. So we will end the half with Huntsmen getting the ball to start the second half with a 21-14 lead. Never mind the scoreboard, as I cannot adjust the copy and paste from the Gridiron scoreboard. However, I will keep you updated. Keep remembering that Huntsmen will have 1 extra point. Jaeger on 1st and 10 to start the second half will find a run to the right. Tackled on the play by Jer Bear after a gain of 4 yards. Jaeger rolling left, receiving pressure from Tyro Nippums, hitting Destin on the comeback for 10 yards. And that'll be a new set of downs for Huntsmen. Jaeger on his own 36-yard line. Here comes that run fake play again. This time they cover it well. However, Gronk, can be found on a comeback for 11 yards and a 1st down. So good job by the safeties in the corners, not biting on the fake run this time around. Not giving up that touchdown as Jaeger rolling out to the right. Receives pressure from Jer Bear. looking for options downfield. Did not see anything he liked. Ended up getting sacked by Jerbear for his second of the game. 2nd and 20 now for Huntsmen. And this alien line is starting to apply a lot of pressure here. As Jaeger throwing this one up, it is a fade, and Thunder has behind on Gronk. Thunder catches it, runs out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Great defensive play from Thunder to give Alien the ball back. 21-14, chance for Alien to tie or take the lead. Rolling out to the left, looking for Jig on the comeback. It is lurked by Jaeger. Jaeger pushing off the shield, faking the blitz, playing the run, playing the comeback, playing everything. Beautiful free safety work from Jaeger, and Huntsman has the ball right back. It's like they caught that fade to Gronk from the 35-yard line. Jaeger finding a step-up lane now, and he has room to run. Jaeger still on his feet, still going, still has blockers out in front now. Can Polo make the touchdown-saving tackle? He does. 30 yards on the ground from Jaeger, and you kind of have to start wondering if Alien should start playing spy or blitz. They're getting carved after late play runs, and this time is a run instantaneously. Loba shutting it down. Once Jaeger gets the time in the pocket, he has it. And like Jerbear is pushing out way too far wide, that gap up the middle is open for a run. This time Tyrone breaking through instantly on the line on the run stuff for 2 yards. 3rd and goal now for Huntsmen. If they can find the end zone here, it would be huge. Tries to hit Lou Drock on the back of the end zone. Would have been a very impressive pass had he hit it. Unfortunately falls incomplete. 4th and goal from the 4 for Huntsmen. Inside move by Tyrone. Hits Gronk, who literally just has not moved since he caught that touchdown. Head dot from Jaeger at the front left pylon for a Huntsman touchdown. As Gronk did not really have to be responsive to catch that ball. And the field goal is good to make it a 28-14 game, with Hunt leading over Alien. Good play from Jaeger. And Luke will receive the kickoff, getting stuck on his own lineman's shield, takes it out to the 28. First and 10 for Alien. Faking the run and the comeback here to Thunder. And Thunder gaining 13 yards on his second reception of the day to the 41 of Alien. And here's that comeback again. That is way misfired though. And it looks like Luke might be warming up these comebacks potentially for a fake one, but the comeback is so fast you wonder if they even have time to bite, as Jaeger playing a very deep safety. Looks like a zone, honestly, and he will throw it away. I believe that was a safety deep zone, and corners short, so if Luke can recognize that next play, he can hit over the middle if they decide to do it again. And come back here to the left is incomplete. 4th and 10 now from the 41-yard line. The score is 28-14, DJ. Ulysses coming hard outside on a blitz. Jaeger showing a blitz as well. Drops out of it now. And this one is going deep to Polo J with leverage on the Lou Drock, or is it? I could have been wrong about that, as Lou Drock coming down with the interception at the 20-yard line. 4th down play. 3rd interception of the game from Lou Drock. Huge clutch play from him. And Huntsmen have the ball. 1st and 10 once again. And they are finding these late into the play runs still. And Luke is not adjusting to the play. 2nd and 3 now. You have to start watching that as a spy, because Yuli is just bashing Jerbear off the line. Lou Drock found here in the flats for 12 yards. Jerbear is just getting bullied by Ulysses with bashes at the start, and they can kind of just hold pocket until a run lane opens up or he finds something he likes. Looks like a run off the bat here, but they send Alto on the line streak, who is pretty open. However, he is missed by Jaeger, does not have any stamina to get to that ball, so 1st and 10 becomes 2nd and 10 as Jaeger from his own 39 will roll right, and here comes Loba on the inside move. Has Ludrock on the underneath route. Jig diving to try to pick it off. Unwise decision, though. Leaves Thunder in a one-on-one situation. Ludrock has all the room in the world. Does Thunder have the angle? Luke does not have the angle. Alto with a huge body block touchdown. And Ludrock on the check down takes it all the way to the Casa for a Huntsman touchdown. And Ludrock with one of the best games, if not the best game I've ever seen this man have. 6 receptions, 189 yards, 3 picks, 2 touchdowns. Huge yak play to score there. So it will be 35-14 Huntsmen to UFO. After Jig trying to be desperate in coverage, trying to get that turnover on the pass to Drew Lock, ends up giving a touchdown up for it. And Luke rolling out to the right. Yuli trying to sell, get a tackle dive. And this one thrown leveraged to Luke, or to Jig, excuse me, for a 39 yards deep play onto Destin. Jig definitely also having a nice game. Luke rolling out to the right. Getting pushed back now by the 4-man blitz. Throwing it up to Jig again. And it is out of the back of the end zone. Falls incomplete. Second and 10, 36 seconds left on the clock here. Luke rolling right. Probably calls Thunder the comeback here. Ends up throwing this post to Polo and Jig. I don't really know who he was throwing to. They ended up in a similar spot. However, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Ludrock, 4th interception of the game. He cannot be stopped. He will not be denied. He wants the win. And it's starting to look like he will get it. Jaeger and Hunt with the ball back, 35-14, nearing the start of the first quarter. Can Aliens make a miraculous comeback? Not with the way this man lined up at running back is playing so far. Huntsman line also doing a great job. Destin found on this high point out that I was talking about earlier in the game. Turns 6 yards into 24 yards on Yak, and Jaeger is so good at that pass. It is so efficient too, and allows for versatility in his offense. So 1st and 10 at the start of the 4th here. Jaeger has all the time in the world now. Can run, can do really whatever he wants now. Now has to roll back as still has time. I mean, this is impressive that the coverage unit for Alien held up that long. Destin, however, found on a comeback for 21 yards. As Jaeger and Huntsman take it into Alien territory. 1st and 10 now. Fraddy sent on the line streak here. And Destin is open underneath. And Jaeger will hit it for 23 yards. Destin wisely noticing he was open on the in. However, safety was coming down to cover it. Cuts out. Jaeger noticing that too. Here's a screen to Ludrock. It is instantly blown up as Thunder gets right past Gronk's block. So that's a loss of 3 on the play for Huntsman. 2nd and 13 now. Comeback to Destin is over his head. Nearly intercepted by Jig, who was behind the comeback. And really that's all they can hope for is, I mean, if just Jaeger just misses a throw at this point, or they win a 50, but I'm sure Jaeger does not want to go deep at this point. And Tyrone almost getting a sack, but the hesitation allows Jaeger all the time in the world to do whatever he wants. Tries to hit this dot to Gronk, almost actually does, but it falls incomplete. 4th and 13, 3 minutes left in the quarter. Hunt driving with the ball. Jaeger dropping back. Lobo missing a dive, but Tyrone not missing that same dive. And Alien will get the ball back at the 39-yard line. Alto probably a little tilted about something. Tyrone picking up a huge 4th down turnover sack. And Luke has to start moving fast. Throws the comeback to Thunder here. Can Thunder get some yak? And yes, he can. Does not go out of bounds. 26 yards on the play, though. Gives Alien the ball at the 35-yard line. Ulysses coming very outside. He knows they will not run here. He has the ability to put pressure like this. And throwing this one post to Jig just over his head. 2nd and 10 now. That's a beautiful thing about having a lead as a nose tackle. You can go buck wild and they can't do anything because they know you're not going to run. And Fratty going inside here, the stunt here. The pressure is immense from Huntsman. This one going up on the post. This time to Polo J, who finally gets one on the mata of Lou Drock for a touchdown for Alien. And this game is not exactly over yet. 21-35. It's 2 possessions, but if Alien can get stops, then it is definitely not out of the question for them to win this game. Jaeger will receive the kickoff out to the 23-yard line. Huge play from Polo J to keep this game alive. Scared of it being another interception by Lou Drock, but was not the case. Jaeger bouncing around. I don't know where he's going. Throwing this one a post to Destin, and it is a great pass to Destin with leverage. Destin still on his feet, does not get tackled after the catch, still jumping around. I think Ludrock dove trying to block somebody, ends up not doing so. 59 yards from Jaeger to Destin, the connection that is now famous here. And Jaeger rolling out left. Tyrone getting past Alto. Jaeger just, I don't know what to say about that. He just got hit. Lost 10 yards on the play. 2nd and 20 for Huntsmen. They are in field goal range. If they can center this ball, then a field goal would be a reasonable way to end it. Give them a 17-point lead. So if I'm Jaeger, I'm centering this ball and I'm kicking the field goal here, but he may have other plans on his mind. It's a very safe thing to do, as he does find the run up the middle. Does not quite get it exactly centered, but definitely gets it inside the right hash. And will he elect to go for the field goal or the 4th and 1? He is going to go for it, which is very bold, but I trust Jaeger here to convert it. As I am proven wrong instantaneously. Take my words back. 1 second into the play. Milliseconds, it feels like. Tyrone Nipham's picking up a sack for a turnover. And Alien still alive. Just throwing this one up to Jig. I can already see it now. And it is intercepted by Destin. And ooh. That was scary for Hunt for a second, but Luke, recognizing the position he has to be in, checks up outside leverage 50. And Destin intercepts it on Jig, so now this should be a lot easier of a win for Huntsmen. Don't really see how this gets lost. This one is overthrown out to the left, trying to target Gronk. That should be game at this point. 1 minute 11 seconds left in the quarter. Jerbear breaking through. And Jaeger with some phenomenal movement, but Jerbear eventually picking up the sack. 1 minute 2 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and 13 for Huntsmen. And Jaeger rolling left, hitting Gronk on this 12-yard comeback. 1 yard short of the first. 4th and 1 for Huntsmen. Jaeger rolling right. Here's that out and up once again. It gives Destin leverage And Destin catches it over Jig, 36 yards on 4th and 1. We are now at 1st and goal. Almost looked like a dome play, going for the kill shot on 4th and 1. And it does work. Brings them 1st and goal with 42 seconds left. And no reason to do anything risky here. Yep, just looking for a run. But Tyrone, who has 5 sacks on the day, by the way, getting himself another run stuff. I recognize a lot of Tyrone stacks were run stuff. He broke the block record, really? Like game-wise, is it not bigger than 83? As Destin on the screen with some phenomenal yak, getting a 9-yard touchdown, and that ought to seal it. As Hunt looking up to go 42-21. Is that the official game record, though? He has 84, probably going to be 85, yeah, on the field goal, so. Let me see if I can't confirm this. This is the time I wish I had a cameraman. But, oh well. Let's see. For this season, yes, that is a new record. Let's check other seasons. 81 blocks held by Chicken Fat and Alucard on this season. Overall single game records is 118 from Debo from last season, but that is on a different shield. So with this new shield, Yuli does indeed hold a block record. So record broke this week, unless the information I'm getting from Gardner is correct. This one thrown up to Thunder is out of bounds. Let me check if that Alexander stat is correct in the Dragoons game. As Luke, 3rd and 10, finds Thunder on the comeback for exactly 10 yards, and Alexander did in fact have 87 yards versus K9, or 87 blocks versus K9, excuse me. So not actually the record, unfortunately for Fratty. Somehow throws the ball and gets sacked at the same time. But that'll be a Huntsman victory, 42-21 over Alien. Finally being able to get the ball rolling is Huntsman, and this is a team that is going to be dangerous when you look at the rest of the season. And yep, I mean, Drew Lock is going to have to be my game MVP. Got 4 interceptions, nearly 200 yards. I closed this scoreboard so fast I wish I didn't. But he clearly made his impact shown, and absolutely dominant player for Huntsman today. I'm not sure they would have won this game if he didn't have such a great performance, but he did. And fortunately for Huntsman, football games are won on the field and not in what-if scenarios. So, big win for Huntsman to keep themselves alive here. Upcoming schedule gets a lot easier for Hunt. Could be looking at a win out the rest of the season for them to put them in the playoffs. If not a win out, then they should only lose a couple more games. It's one of their harder games the rest of the season, if I recall correctly. So big win from Huntsman. And that will be all for my stream. Thank you for coming out. I actually didn't see a single pancake this game, Feep. And obviously I did not get one as the caster. If any Huntsman or Alien player wants to prove me wrong and show that they did get one, then you can let me know. But I will end the stream here. Peace out, ladies, gentlemen, and thems.